back to my channel. If you're true to this, not new to this, welcome to the party. But it's your first time here, welcome you 1 time, welcome you 2 times, welcome you 3 times to the Zuri Community. We're so happy to join us on this marvelous day. Today, I bring before you guys my perm rod set tutorial. I don't know why I've been on YouTube this long and I have yet to film a perm rod set tutorial. I think I've done one video on like a blown out braiding curl or a blown out perm rod set. I can't remember exactly, but I'll make sure to link that down below. Very thorough, detailed perm rod set. So we're gonna get into that today. I don't know how much I'll be able to talk, so I might have to switch over to voiceover some portion of this video. Allergies, sinuses, cold, baby, I don't know what it is, but it's trying to take me out. But it won't, because my God works harder. Anywho, as you can see, I just washed my hair and I went in with the Red-Kent Acidic Bonding Curls silicone free shampoo and conditioner. If you watch my 2024 favorite natural hair care video, you would have saw that I mentioned this. I had left the conditioner in my hair for about an hour and a half. I just had it in like a grocery bag, and I was like lounging around the house going to follow my mom, and then I just rinsed it out. So I currently have nothing in my hair, but I am going to go in with the Pattern Beauty leave-in conditioner. Baby, I absolutely love this. Usually when it comes to leave-in conditioners, I either like to use the Pattern Beauty or I have the I used to have the Melanin Hair Care leave-in conditioner, but I ran out of that one. Those two are really good leave-in conditioners, specifically like when I'm doing like rod sets. I've noticed that they help me to have lasting moisture throughout the week. For my mousse, I'm going to be going in with the Most Deft Texture Foam 10 out of 10, highly recommend. If you see me do pretty much any rod set, perm rod set, braiding curl, whatever it is, you see me use this mousse. It's literally chef's kiss. Usually whenever I do perm rod sets, I only have a leave-in conditioner and a mousse in my hair. So yeah, for my rollers, I did go to Sally's to pick up some more. I'm praying this is enough because the ones I usually use are kind of broke, but I have a pack of the 3/4 inch, and then I have 4 packs of the 7/8 inch, and we're probably gonna switch over to the voiceover portion because I can't do this anymore.
Is this thing on? Yeah, because the way I was going through it is crazy. Anyways, after I rinse out my conditioner, I usually like to use either a cotton shirt or a microfiber towel to assist with drying my hair just a little bit. I do wash my hair in sections, which is why my hair is still in twists, which actually comes in handy because my hair is already in sections, and if you have thick hair like me, or honestly if you're just natural in general, then you know that working in sections is your best friend. A little side note, I think I mentioned this before, but I really like how soft that Red-Kent conditioner left my hair, which will definitely go a long way with my hair retaining moisture throughout the week. One question that I get a lot when it comes to maintaining my hairstyles throughout the week is how do I keep my hair moisturized and hydrated? And one, it starts with wash day. Like, what products am I using that's providing that moisture, that hydration to my curls so that that can carry over throughout the week? Especially when it comes to doing any type of roller set, whether it's perm rods or flexi rods. With these type of hairstyles, you can't really use like a refresher spray to rehydrate your hair throughout the week without messing up your curls. Now, if you really want your perm rod set to come out smooth, detangling 1, 2, even 3 times before applying that rod is extremely important. I've also found that having my hair more on like the damp to wet side also helps with creating that smoothness. And lastly, working in smaller sections helps with the smoothness of the overall curl because it allows you to twirl your hair around the rod more effectively, which then leads to a more consistent curl pattern. So here I am just detangling one more time because I started my section off with the braid. I normally don't add the braid, but because I had a limited number of rollers, I had to be mindful of adding some type of elongation so that my sections could still be on the smaller side. Now, I don't like to go too ham on the foam. I think I used about like 2 pumps, but you do want to apply that generously. As for my technique, like I mentioned, I take small sections, you see me smoothing it out, and then I like to roll it tightly around the rod, starting at the ends. And I always want to make sure that my ends are tucked in nice and neat. This will prevent frizzy ends when your hair is dry. Another important thing to note when applying the rod is that you want to keep your hair taut. Like, you want to keep some tension on it. This will again help with achieving more defined and uniform curls, which will then lead to like a better curl definition while preventing frizz. If you ever done a perm rod set and you've noticed that your hair is like very fluffy, very airy, very frizzy instead of like very smooth when you take them out, it's probably because you don't have that tension as you're like applying the perm rod. I honestly can't stress this enough, making sure that your ends are smooth. I like to wrap the end probably like I think you saw like 2 times before I actually start the curling process. And this just helps prevent your hair from shifting or slipping while the rollers are in. Because one thing about it, roller sets are not really forgiving if the drying process is messed up. So basically, however your hair looks while it's wet when it comes to like a roller set, that's pretty much how your hair is gonna look when it dries. Which is why having a foundation of smoothness is so important when it comes to doing a perm rod set. Okay, so when it comes to like my method, after I've smooth, comb, applied the foam, I like to do the corkscrew method where I'm essentially rolling my hair twice and then twirling it around, as you see. And I pretty much repeat that back and forth, rolling it twice, twirling it around all the way up to the root before I secure it. And that's pretty much it when it comes to my technique with doing a perm rod set. I'm just gonna let you guys watch me do this one section before I show you what my whole head looks like, and then just talking about like the drying process. Child, honestly, don't let all this smiling fool you. Sleeping in any type of rollers, flexi rod, perm rod, whatever type of rollers, is so uncomfortable. Now, one thing about it, when it comes to a perm rod set, oh baby, you gotta make sure your hair is dry. Nothing would hurt you more than to do all this work, smooth all this stuff out, and then your hair not dry. Because that's gonna what? Lead to frizz. Because I typically do my hair at night, I like to let my rollers air dry overnight. So I usually just like put a bonnet on, go to sleep, and that be that. And then in the morning, I sit under the hair dryer for about 1.5 to 2 hours, no less than 1.5 hours though. Your drying time definitely depends on your hair density, your hair length, the number of rollers you have, what size sections you do. That does play a role in the drying time. Cool, child, as if the stress of it all wasn't complete, next up is separating the curls. When separating your hair, the amount of volume that you want on day 1 does determine how much you separate each curl. But before you touch those curls, I highly recommend that you use either an oil or a shine spray to put on your hands as like a coating to help prevent frizz. Okay, so now we separate. And basically when separating my curls, I just pull apart carefully each curl to add volume. You want to separate where the curl kind of separates naturally. And honestly, you do this to help prevent any unwanted frizz. And honestly, the amount of separating that I do depends, again, like I said, on the amount of volume that I want that day. Sometimes I want big hair on day 1. Sometimes I kind of want to wait until like day 3 or 4 to really start separating. But just know that the more you separate, the bigger your hair will be. If you do happen to experience some frizz while separating, another tip that I like to do is kind of twirl the ends to help, I guess, mold it back into place. And yeah, because I mean, honestly, after you've done separated your hair, that's when you can start to rejoice, okay? Because next is really just fluffing, or just adding more volume, which honestly depends on your preference. And that, my friends, is pretty much my perm rod set tutorial. A super easy perm rod set that gives salon level curls at home, okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me a lot, lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. Also, let me know down below in the comments if you tried this hairstyle before, if you plan on trying it, what was it like when you did it? Just let me know all the tea, girl. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.